Hi everyone, it's Amber. I'm an educational consultant with Usborne Books and More, and I wanted to show some of my fellow educational consultants what I've done to help get uh, information to schools and preschools. So I started out with these Avery shipping labels. There's 6 to a page. They are perfect size for putting on folders. That way you have sorry, everything's backwards. That way you can put all of your information. And I put our logo, a little ribbon that says schools and libraries, and then my name, phone number, and email address. And so I put them on that. And then these I made sure have a spot for your business card, but also the 3-ring binder part in here. I put in it the what can I do for you page. I revamped it for mine. And I made sure all the headings, the letterheads, are exactly the same so that it's consistent throughout. I added on the bottom here author and illustrator visits, and I added sincerely so that I could sign it and make it a little bit more personalized. So if you do that, don't forget to sign it. And then I do reading as a gift. I give the specific information on everything. And then the 3 types of book fairs that we do. The typical book fair, which is cash and carry, we bring everything, we set it up, we have it there for 3 to 5 days or whatever they want. And then make sure you point out that we set it up and we take it down and we can man it most of the time for them, because that really is a selling point for them, because Scholastic doesn't do that. $5 book fair, and then an order only book fair where we just have a display that we could set up for them and leave for them to take orders. This is in our Thrive Drive. I just printed it off as is. It gives a list of some of the books that we could include for the $5 book day, because some people are like, what is that about? They're not used to seeing a $5 book day. And so it gives them more information on that. And then on the next page, I do literacy for a lifetime. It gives specifics. There wasn't a whole lot of information, so it wasn't like it was going to fill up the whole page, but that's okay. Sometimes less is more. And make sure when you're pointing this out to and talking to them about literacy for a lifetime, that you let them know that Scholastic book fairs, if they get the cash option, qualifies for literacy for a lifetime, because they really like that selling point. Then Reach for the Stars has a lot of information. It was just some of the information that I had basically copied and pasted. Make sure you read through everything though, because sometimes when people put what they've done on Thrive Drive or on the internet or anything like that, sometimes they have information in there that has like specifically their name and their phone number, and just make sure that it's all your information and change anything you need to. Cards for a Cause. Sorry, wrong way. So, just same thing, specific information about cards for a cause. And then I like to include the pictures of all 4 of them, all 4 of the cards boxes that we can do, because then it kind of gives a visual to what Cards for a Cause really is about. And then I do a page on author visits and the specifics that we could do, the 2 different types of author visits, the live events or a virtual visit. That way they have more information. And make sure you point out that, like, I can't pay for an author visit by myself. I would need a credit card and I don't want to go into debt. So, but make sure that you point out that some require more money than others. And you don't have to put it on here, but if they're interested in an author visit, that's when you start talking about the money. And also make sure that they know that other schools can pool their money together and you could do several author visits, 2 or 3 on one day. And that makes it cheaper for everybody. So just make sure they know that. And then at the very back, we have the why choose EDC, and this just kind of gives us a list of bullet points of what makes us different. So that's basically what I put in the folder, and I use page protectors. That way it's all nice and neat and I don't have holes in my pictures. I'm trying to think of anything else. Oh, I put any flyers that you have, like for the Reach for the Stars, even though the same exact information is in here as it is in there, they could share it. So if there's teachers that are interested, they could just grab this out of the pocket of the folder. So make sure you include any of these that you have in there. So there's one for each one of the fundraisers that we have. Also, just a quick thing. I have one of these. I got at the dollar store. Walmart's cheaper. It's 88 cents. I have a table of contents. These are all the different preschools. So this is specifically preschools. These are all the different preschools that I have, and every 5 pages I put a tab. And then there's the, not there yet. Name, address, phone number of the preschool, any notes when I contacted them, and also the name of the person that I spoke to or the name of the director. Any names, put them down because you want to have that information. So every 5 pages is a different preschool. I have 19 in this 100-page folder here, and that will keep me a lot more organized for my preschools. And like I said, this is specifically preschools. I have 18 preschools. I only have room for one more preschool in my area when I Google searched preschools. So now I'm just going to go back to Google, search specifically for that preschool, and put all the information I can find on them. So any media specialists, the librarian's name, specifically the director, because they're the ones that are going to have to approve any book fairs or fundraisers. Oh, one more thing I put in there. If you have any bookmarks, these ones are great because teachers can sit there and color, or the staff members can sit there and color while they're waiting for phone calls or whatever. Of course they're busy, but they're going to want to do something different. But if you have regular bookmarks like the Hey Jack ones and all that kind of stuff, then you could put that in there too. And it's just a little gift that you could give them. So that's basically what I do. As far as giving them to the preschool, I want to make sure that I call them first. That way they can expect me. That way I know what time is best to come to the preschool. Some preschools Mondays and Tuesdays are the busiest. Some preschools Mondays and Tuesdays are the slowest times of day. And I like to set up an appointment and say, okay, I'm going to be there about 2 o'clock or at 2 o'clock. And you want to make sure that you are there at 2 o'clock to come in and speak to them. It only takes between 5 and 15 minutes, depending on how much they talk and how much you talk. Bring some books that you could show off. If it's a preschool, I like to bring some of the touchy-feely. That's not my, but also some of the storybooks, because there's always story time at preschools. But you also want to do, if it's a preschool, even if it's just a preschool, but either way, I like to bring some of the activity books or sticker books or anything like that, because regardless what age the preschoolers are, they always have sisters and brothers, or they have, even the teachers are interested in the older kids' books. But make sure you also don't forget to include a catalog. And if you don't have any school and library catalogs, they are different than the regular ones. Just give them a regular one, give them a mini catalog. It doesn't matter. They want to flip through the pages and see what we have to offer. So make sure you include that. So I think that's about everything. So if you have any other questions, you can find me on Facebook, PM me. Yeah, just let me know if there's anything else that you had specifically that I forgot to mention, because I know a lot of people have been asking. Thanks so much. Bye.